Tricia, you have such a wonderful garden, but with this many different plants, it seems like you would spend all your time at the garden center.
Well, I do spend a fair share of time there, Danny, but you know, there are so many different ways that you can get plants from your own garden. You can propagate them, you can take slips off of them, and another way that you can increase the amount of flowers you have is by harvesting seeds.
Okay, now harvesting seeds, I don't have a clue even how to start with that.
Well, it's not as difficult as you think. Well, now this plant here that looks pretty bad right now,
Sure does.
this was a beautiful scabiosa.
No, that's not a very nice name for a plant.
I think it's one of the ugliest names I can think of. Actually, it's a very lovely plant, that a very beautiful flower that's very soft and lavender colors. But right now it looks dead.
Okay.
And it's actually just getting ready for the next season. But what we're going to do is I am going to cut off these spent blossoms, and you can see, well, this is really, a lot of it has already fallen off and self-seeded. But what I want to do is I want to plant some of these in another part of my garden next year. So I am going to take these dead heads and put them in this bag.
Okay, so you use a paper bag. What about a plastic bag?
Well, I use a paper bag because we don't want this to get humid. So if you were to use a plastic bag, it would not be a good idea because it might rot.
I see, okay. And then so after you put all of these in the bag, then you, what, just store them until spring?
Well, you can shake them, but if you store them till spring, chances are they will fall off by themselves, and by that time they'll be ready for planting.